Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. We got the three musketeers here tonight. I'm gonna give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. I'm at all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up your mama's favorites at Country Air Brand, Country Air Official on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitters, and YouTube. And I'll pass it off to the senior official.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV. On sign, celebrate pro wrestling and waffles. Take it home podcast.
Waffles, 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 waffles. How was the food hunt this week,
Some
homie?
some good food. I've been experimenting with making stuff in the oven. I made a roast for the first time.
Oh, yeah, roast is a easy starter, I would say.
Yeah, and it was delicious. Beef roast to start. Then made a pork roast as well. Uh, and then made a brisket for the first time ever
Okay. Oh, smoked it or in the oven?
in the oven.
In the oven? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one out of there.
and yeah, I've learned I can cook it all right, but I need a lesson in seasoning and how to
Oh, okay.
season. I went with like black pepper and crushed pepper and stuff, and it was good, spicy. But yeah, I could use some lessons in how to season. Uh,
Okay.
but but yeah, it turned out well. Great food
Yeah. Uh,
on some rye bread
brown
too.
sugar usually good on roast, and it'll help cut the spice if you spiced it up. So, there you go. That's a quick one. Zach, what about you, brother?
Yeah, and it was really good. It was my birthday weekend, so like got spoiled in food. Val made me buy bunny eggs, which were delicious. I got a giant donut style cake. It was really good. We chilled. Got a. What else would he get? We're going to be going out to Texas Roadhouse next week, but yeah, no. Just had Cops burgers. I was telling Doc before the podcast. Me and the dogs had Cops because the dogs ate Val's half. So me and the dogs ate good tonight. Um, but yeah, no. I'm good. Ate pretty well, but ate a little too well where I put in extra work at the gym.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I know I had some salmon tonight, had Popeyes last night. Saturday, on the way back because I missed the food truck and I was sad, but I did stop at the Taco Bell KFC, and that was brought back some good memories. Um, mhm, Richland Center. Oh, I mean that's later. Oh yeah, we did. We stopped at a bar that apparently was a Giants bar because they were very into that game. Stopped at a bar. I had some smoked wings that were really good. Producer got a burger, and yeah, besides that, just been eating at home. Bad couple days, but just eating at home. Um, how about Perch? What you been listening to at home since you had a free weekend?
Oh man, lots of good music, uh, good modern music, all different genres. Modern music is really good in 2025, in the 20s here. Now that we're 5 years in, but yeah, banger of the week. This one I was playing with the windows down. "Move On" by Shabuzi,
Oh, okay.
one of Dre's hometown
Yep, yep.
hometown homies. So yeah, Shabuzi, great sound, great music, and uh, and yeah, he's got a song. I think it's pretty new called "Move On," and yeah, unique voice, great music, great song.
Definitely repping Northern Virginia well. It is appreciated. We like I said, we ain't got We never had much, but now all of a sudden we got a lot. So, I mean, him and Tommy Richmond, and yeah, all it is weird to hear references to my city played everywhere.
I love it. It's such a unique town to have, and to have some people who come from it and making good
Yeah,
music right now. More power to you.
yeah.
Way to represent. And pro wrestling is an art, so you're making art just as well.
Yep, yep. You know, it's an art place. I went to the art high school, so all makes sense in the end, I guess. Why don't we get on to what y'all were watching this weekend? I can guess, Perch, what you were watching this weekend.
Yeah, lots of baseball been going
Yeah,
on. Uh,
yeah.
um, it's been wonderful. Dodgers, Blue Jays, incredible series going on. One of the games went 18 innings.
Yeah,
I
Otani went
enjoyed every
off.
moment of it. Enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
insane.
it's good sports all around. Some of the best players. Uh,
No, it's always fun to have a good final World Series. Whatever. This is what fans want. And yeah, and Shohei just showing why he's great over the weekend is just a plus.
mhm.
Um,
Um, and been watching some movies as well. Finally came around to watching 50 Shades of Grey.
oh yeah,
What a
yeah,
movie!
he told us.
Wild, wild one. Not as crazy as people built it up 10 years ago, but once the hype dies down, you can really watch a movie and take it in for all it's worth. And yeah, that one was an alright drama. I enjoyed.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard it's quite different from the book, but yes, I do remember that causing a bunch of hubbub.
yeah, what was that hubbub? That's about a decade ago now. Hard to believe. Uh,
Yeah.
that was good. And also caught Shelby Oaks at the movie
Uh,
theater.
no, I
Uh,
don't think I've heard of that.
I had no idea what it was. I just knew it was a horror movie, and I went in completely blind, and I was terrified. I let the movie take me away. Uh, I don't poke holes in anything. I just take it for what it is. And this one was a completely blind, walk into a movie, have no idea. And oh, I was taken back. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. it was it was scary. It had me running out of that movie theater by the end of it.
Uh, good, good. Good, good scary movies or like we've been saying this whole month. The horror movies are in a bit of a renaissance right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yep. Telling good stories and good tales. And also going back and watching some Moxley matches, especially during this run that he's on right now. Uh, really tearing it up with Daniel Garcia on his side.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, really enjoying the pro wrestling and storytelling they're putting out right now.
Yeah, definitely. Zach, what you been watching?
Yeah, not much wrestling. I watched more like just old school horror movies like Beetlejuice.
Uh,
Watched some Chucky's. Was watching on Hulu Solar Opposites. So just random TV.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it's your birthday, and I know you were out, so probably didn't watch much. It's all right. I did not watch much either myself. Watching Dynamite right now. Speaking of Mox, him and Kyle had an awesome match earlier. Um, I don't know why people don't like the Super Kick Party, man. Super Kick Party in that four-way match was super fun. Like, wrestling is supposed to be fun, guys. Like I don't get it. Like that was so fun. That four-way tag was so fun. Haven't watched too much wrestling besides that. The CM Punk Jay face off. I did catch a bit of that. Um
Wait, what is it?
it's like, Do not like how they're doing my man Phoenix, but it just kind of saw this one coming. But it's still good to see Penta thriving. Um, but I feel like I watched some old school stuff too. This past week, but can't super remember. It was kind of a blur, kind of a busy weekend. We'll get into it. Matter of fact,
Oh, one last thing on the old school talk. Realized I did watch something else that was a throwback, and that was Aaron Rodgers against the Green Bay Packers.
uh,
Holy smokes, that was a throwback game. To see vintage Aaron Rodgers, but modern day Pack. Uh, Incredible matchup. I loved every second of it.
and you saying that reminded me that I did see the horrible game Sunday. That was the Giants versus Eagles. Yes, the universe seems to be against us right now, but you know what? You can only hold us down for so long. It's all right. Jackson Dart is the man. Cam will be back for OTAs. We'll get Malik back next year. Like NFL better be ready next year, man. We're gonna be good. But yeah, that horrible game, the calls, the fumble, yeah, can't. But this is why I like combat sports because you can just take it out of the ref's hand and knock him out or pin him. Um, Makes it easy, but just whatever, just whatever. It happens. But why don't we go ahead and talk about what we were up to this weekend? This is a type of weekend we haven't had in 2 years. Zach, what were you up to?
Yeah, it was my birthday weekend, so I did not have no bookings. Uh, Friday, me and Val, when we got off work, we went bumming. I went to Target and I found some good toys. I found Itchy, Scratchy, and Crusty plushies now chilling at my office at work because I already had them, but I rebought them because I was a cool find. Um, and then Saturday, chilled at the house, and then we got a hotel at the Embassy Suites. The cocktail hour was long, so we ended up not. We just got a bottle of Arbor Mist, drank, watched Beetlejuice. Uh, we were gonna get
What
Pizza
a
Hut.
classic night. Arbor
Yeah, we
Mist
were.
and Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, we were gonna get a pizza too, but we really weren't that hungry. So like, we ended up like late night. Went to Quick Trip, got muffins, and then saw that Burger King was open. So got a little bit late night Burger King because they had like the old school nuggets. I don't know if you remember those old school nuggets. They don't really have them no more, but
From Burger
I got
King.
a kids meal.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's been a while. Burger King was always like my least favorite of the fast food joints, so it would have been a while. I've probably had them.
yeah. It's like I remember like back when I was a kid, but I got a kids meal. Apparently that Scooby Doo has the toys, but I got some random characters now. I don't know who the hell it is, so I felt ripped off. uh, Woke up the next day, Sunday, was going to get breakfast, but once again, that line was long for the omelets. So just took some yogurts, filled up some drinks and some coffee mugs, sodas, though, of course, we keep it classy.
Gotcha.
And then, yeah, went back to, and then Sunday we had to go to Val's mom's house because it was trick or treat in Greenfield. So we were there. We were dressed up as Wayne's World. And for anyone who's confused, I dressed up as Garth because I have blonde hair. Val dressed up as Wayne because she has brown hair. If it seems dumb to explain it, I had to explain it to someone. So
Oh,
there's yeah,
like I thought it
yeah,
was very obvious from the picture.
yeah. No. It's very obvious, but apparently not to everyone.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah, I was being Garth because it just works. Like we're not buying wigs, people.
yeah, it's cost efficient.
Play to your strengths.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, it was a good time. Hung out. Deathmatch. Dr. Phil was there. Thought about punching him in the face, but
Yeah. Like, what's he doing after hours?
I don't get why he's showing up to my family's Halloween party. I ain't
Yeah.
see dick,
Mm,
but
we ain't asked for no house calls.
yeah, we asked for no house call. Get out of here.
Perch, what were you up to this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend I went with the missus and Gringo Loco and his missus. We all went to a haunted house in the Chicago area called Hell's Gate.
Okay.
It was one of the scariest experiences I've ever had at a haunted house.
Okay. Well, I'll put it on the list for next year then.
So much fun. We'll probably be straight south from your place, Stock.
Hell's
Maybe
Gate.
3, 4 hours straight, three hours straight south from your house. So not quite Chicago, more in middle of the state. Um, but yeah, it was
Lockport?
Lockport. That was it,
Okay.
and really good. Uh, Once you get back to the front of the line, they take you on a bus, and the bus takes you to the place, and it's like a haunted hike uh, for a good while, maybe a quarter mile of a hike, and through a house and a couple houses, and then eventually you go to a pathway where it leads you to a big house. Like, oh, now it's about to begin.
That
Oh,
was just the appetizer.
that was just the to get you ready. Um, and yeah, then the house was something else too. Great experience. I would say the best haunted house I've been to since being a kid.
Okay.
But
Awesome.
yeah, I had a great time all around. Love a good haunted house, especially the closer you get to Halloween, because it gets colder and dark earlier, and the wind was blowing, and the chainsaw sounds were extra loud.
I don't know. Yeah, we've been doing haunted houses every year. We were supposed to go to one last Friday, but I was sick earlier in the week, so I was trying to recover because Saturday I was heading down to Peoria, Illinois for homegrown wrestling. Always good to see the homegrown homies because those are the Zawa homies. So good to see the Zawa homies. A lot of people in the car that I obviously hadn't seen in a while. Paracus, Moses, uh, Eric Larkin. It's good to see those guys. See the new faces that are training down there at the Dreamwave Academy. One of the gentlemen had his first match that week, so that was exciting to see. His first match was a tag match, and they did not go over tag matches. So it is fun to be on the outside looking in and being like, yep, I remember my first that I wasn't ready for, So good show all around. But the semi main was, the show stealer, Connor Hopkins versus your boy Doc Simmons. Uh, I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but I was very aware of things going on um, while I was laid up recovering. So I have watched lots of Connor Hopkins matches. He has been the Dreamwave heavyweight champion for most of the time that I've been hurt. He's been out there at Time Bomb, Magnum. They did the tag team and Anarchy, and he was at Anarchy like maybe 2 shows ago. So
No, the last show.
last show? Yeah, it was last
Yep.
show. So, yep, I have, like, anybody step in the ring with me. No, I have been watching you these last 2 years. Um, and I believe that was the key to me getting the W. Like I said, Connor has been on a bit of a tear these past 2 years, and I just had to put the big pause on him.
Oh no, man, the goat hasn't been pinned in almost 3 years.
Yeah, God, like let's let's see if Goldberg has something to say about that.
Put some respect on the name. Goat
Yeah.
hasn't got his shoulders touching the man at all.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So no, it was a good one. A rare match upload to my YouTube since they didn't have any cameras and weren't going to put it up. So you can go ahead and check that out on the Doc Simmons YouTube, which we rarely ever plug. But yeah, it's a fun
Yeah,
one. Love to do it again. We had discussions of a possible tag idea that he had. So, we'll see what becomes of that. But yeah, super, super happy with it. I have lost the stamina in the 2 years I've been gone for tag wrestling. So knowing that I went 15 in a singles match, felt pretty good afterwards, but I was tired. I was exhausted. But hey, what can you do?
you look good.
Like, hush. Yeah, it's like I'm working on the cardio. I'm working on it. Why don't we just go on and move to the topic? Like this is a rare one when I'm the only one that wrestled. But the topic tonight is moments in the ring that scared you. Have you been in the ring and been scared? I can go first. Like I had, I've done combat sports my whole life. I've never really been scared of the situation that I am in, but wrestling has given me my first two panic attacks of my life, and the first one was me versus Max Holiday at Rise to Honor, my first Rise to Honor. Um, that was probably the most scared I've been stepping into any type of competition in my life. I don't know why. Uh, Maybe I was just in my head. Match came out great, but uh, that being, biggest show for Bruce City. In my first year, I wanted to make sure I left it all out, all out there, and I think I did. I think I did, but yeah, that's the first moment I ever had a freaking like nervous breakdown. Another another moment that comes to mind is thank God I'm in a tag team, but Rocket Pro Wrestling. Um, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, peel the curtain back. If you see Zach on the outside and I'm about to dive, something dumb's about to probably happen. And Tom catching me, freaking military press, tossing me into the crowd. Luckily, I have a very strong and attractive tag team partner there to catch me. But that was probably, the second time I was scared. I am not a fan of heights, despite what my moveset would have you claim to be. Always been afraid of heights. So shout out to Zach on that one.
Got you, brother.
uh, Perch, what about you?
Yeah, that was a great topic this week. Fearful moments. Just to think about, the difference of being afraid and being scared and fear and having courage. Courage is something that we have to portray a lot in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Whether it's real courage or false courage, at the end of the day, it's real.
It's real to me, damn it.
It's real. So we have to face monsters sometimes, and we also have to be aware that people are scary in pro wrestling, and and there's moments in pro wrestling where you have to you can't be afraid of it. You have to muster up the courage to look it right in the eyes and face it. But that's in the storytelling business. Uh, on our end of the performance, a lot of times it comes down to the butterflies and the anxieties and the so scared going back through the curtain after
Yep.
a match.
Yep.
Like there's sometimes when you work, you really want to do the best performance you can, and and when you strike out or miss something, but the rest goes well, no matter what, we as performers sometimes you think about that
That
one
one.
strikeout during the game. So there's often times when we'll come back uh, through the curtain and be a little bit afraid of what the reaction can be. Um, but those are all different, you know, there's all different levels to fear and being afraid in wrestling. That's why it was such an awesome question to kind of open up and dissect. Um, because some of my earliest fearful moments were with wrestlers like Max Holiday,
Yeah.
where as a performer I had to be in fear. It's a monkey.
Yeah.
Learning how to perform. So he was one of the first that I opened myself up to, and then realized, oh, it's a nice guy.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
actually
No,
a nice dude.
definitely. I think we both of us, for multiple reasons, had early encounters with Max that were scary, and then you realize, oh, he's all right.
Yeah, and there ends up being moments when Gunnar Wicks was coming up, where where he destroyed me two, three,
Yeah,
4, 5.
take
I
you
don't
out
know
your
how many times.
shoes.
I would say countless times. He destroyed me on his come up. Yo, even got me out of my shoes that one time.
Yeah.
And he's done, you know, he's become a monster. And the way he became a monster was like when Brock Lesnar came in and he started F5 and everybody mid match, like the
Yep.
Hardy Boys and all the people, he would just F5 people and end it. Well, I was that guy that Gunner
That guy who choke slammed and did
just perform power
it.
moves, choke slam spears.
Like, yeah,
Um,
like Brock Lesnar would come and destroy body. Gunner would just destroy you repeatedly. Just
yeah.
repeatedly. Just you.
Uh, and then there would be moments, working with someone like a Josh Alexander at AAW in Chicago, where it's like, fear of just wanting to perform to the best of my ability. And well, I'm here because, they said I represent my position well, and I'm here to do a good job. And then working with someone, like him, he was, amazing to work with in 2019 through probably 2022, 23. Probably had a match with him, maybe even 2024. Um, but someone who was great to learn from. And it wasn't a fear or an anxiety. It was like a fear of this is great. I look forward to it. I look forward to like having a horror movie every night or a thriller, and I've got to figure out how to solve it and get to the end of it. And yeah, great times, great matches. Those performances made a whole day
Yeah,
wonderful.
the intensity of him.
Yeah, and I would start the day. I'd grab a case of beer for old Manser and and the SGC guys, so they'd have something to drink, so it would ease my nerves through the night. I'm not drinking, but I'm at least helping out, some good homies, and we're all feeling right at home. I'll toast them with a nice ice water and get ready for the night. But yeah, I love that. Those are fun matches to work. Um, and other ones that really brought that intensity uh, were along that path with Mance with so much blood. Uh, I was prepared for the blood because Baxter, when it came to
Talk about a scary moment.
when it came to backs, I remember him on the floor at the Elks Lodge in a pool of blood so deep it was genuinely frightening. But that was like a scare that comes from the inside of the stomach.
Yeah, and then even freaking now looking back on that match, I was like, because I think we recently watched it. Maybe it was like right when I got hurt. The dive, that
Oh,
the dive to the floor,
murderous.
like match,
Oh,
like Baxter still scares me in that match.
and then Mav in the cage.
Man, another one.
having
Beautiful
so much
bleeder, but goddamn terrifying.
so much blood. It was genuinely terrifying. I was looking over his body, thinking, if he survives this one, well, we've been everywhere.
It's like that
We've literally
man.
been everywhere and back together.
Yeah.
Um, but those are moments that prepare me for when Fred Yehai against Mance Warner at 115 Bourbon Street had a match, and Fred busted a beer bottle off the turnbuckle post or the ring post. Next thing you know, Mance is busted open and it's deep and just pools of blood. And you get to learn a thing or two about communication and staying calm in the moment and handling your business and the business at hand in those moments. So that's where fear turns to adrenaline, and that adrenaline uh, fuels you into writing pages in your notebook about how to perform your job. So it's off of that fear in wrestling that I've learned to really learn a lot. I've learned skills that I never even knew about as a referee, inside the ring and outside the ring. Uh, Working a War Games match. I remember in Chicago for the first time in 2022 with the Briscoes as the champions and SGC in there, and Macisos, and uh, and that was a moment of fear because the wild chaos that was ensuing, and being in an actual battle zone during 8 people, 10 people going all out crazy, 2 rings, one giant cage, uh, seeing traumatic moments right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Uh, it's like you don't know what you're about to see, but you have to be prepared. And again, you're in there for a reason, and you know to do a job the best of my ability, which is represent everybody inside the ring during the moments. And I've done probably 3 War Games matches all over, and one of them had people from Japan and Mexico in it, U.S., UK, um, and being able to work that match and to not be fearless going in, but to have an element of prepared for the moment. And I know I'm gonna face some fearful stuff, but we're gonna get through it because we're armed with the guidance of light and the
Experience.
knowledge. Um, and also at that championship match at Corkin Hall between Masha and Rena, uh, all out hardcore ultra violent GCW World Championship match with the amount of chaos that was going on and the amount of barbed wire that was wrapped in hair. Uh, Moments of not necessarily fear, but being prepared for those scary moments and relying on everything that's brought you there to be prepared in the moment to handle it accordingly. Uh, so in wrestling, I look forward to those fearful moments because they always make me, learn something from it. Uh, Gringo Loco against Psycho Clown in Los Angeles from 2023. Um, that was a fearful moment because so much blood as well. Wild chaos, hardware, doors, tables, ladders, everything. Fearful moments because those are people who you know
Yeah.
and you care about. And also uh, those fearful moments from coming up in the mid 2020s, early 2020s, working lucha libre. Fearful because I don't know the language all that well, but I do
A lot of
understand pro
water.
wrestling. And being in there with guys like Ricky Cruz and Ricky Banderas, people and Psycho Clown. uh, people who are old school pro wrestlers and lucha libre, artists from all over the world, and they can teach you a thing or two. So someone like Ricky Cruz was scary because it was like a coach. It was a coach
Yeah.
mentality. You want to perform well
Oh
because
yeah, yeah. Don't want to disappoint coach.
that coach is going to be the first one to tell you, right after. So, those moments always prepare you for the next one. And yeah, lots of fearful moments that have happened in pro wrestling during our early careers, but always have to stay strong and remember your training and rely on your instincts. And fear is a strong, strong emotion that we love to manipulate in pro wrestling as
Mm-hmm.
well as thrive off.
Definitely. Oh yeah, yeah. Fear definitely an emotion I try to instill in the crowd by doing dumb shit. Zach, what about you, brother?
Yeah. I remember the first like really scary moment in the ring was Three Rings of Doom. First time I ever met young Percy Drews.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
brother.
yeah,
Yeah, that was probably probably by far one of the scariest moments of all of my like all of wrestling for me.
yeah. That was good.
It
That
was a five-way match. It was myself, Jay Manny, Zach McGuire. I think his name was Jacob Dean, possibly. He was like a freelance guy. He disappeared. He's no longer around, but he used to be back in the day. And then Percy Drews, five-way match, first fall to a finish. Uh, for, during the entrances, Manny blew out his knee, so we're already not at a good start here.
yeah.
Like we are already at a very terrible start. Then Percy Drew switches his dive and decides to do a taker dive on us, like instead of what he called, which was like a house. I forgot what he called, but he said he needed us to have distance, so we were pretty far out.
Mm.
He did a taker dive. His feet tripped, and he ended up eating shit and pretty much dying like in front of us. His foot caught the rope. There was no padding, so we were out in a patio and there was cement. So he jumps face first, hits the cement, and is completely knocked out. McGuire tries catching him, and his body's stiff. So McGuire ended up tearing his ACL, and I think this was all within the first minute of the match. So Manny has a torn ACL. Zach McGuire has a torn ACL. And then Percy Drews is knocked
Might
out
be
cold.
dead.
Yes. And I believe if there's a clip out there, I don't think there is, but you would hear me yell, "Oh, fuck." Because the moment homie turns around and jumps and like we see his feet catch me and McGuire run, but it was like his
Way too late. Yeah.
dude, he smacked that cement so hard. That was a super scary moment. Another scary moment, obviously, is when I'm at our debut at Dreamwave, when I'm doing the cartwheel German, and I hear he's out, he's injured, and I'm like, "Who's injured?" And come to find out, yeah, Doc was injured. Like, I feel like when you watch that match, you could tell you could tell I'm like, "Who's injured?" And then I'm like, I have that oh shit moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the reaction was better than the one that was back when like we were agreeing you treat things bigger than what it is and don't treat it like a wrestling match because you think, oh, this is a bigger promotion, I gotta look good and all that, and then you fuck up. Yeah, freelance underground uh hit us up forever, finally made it work, wrestled guys we were cool with, and just the chemistry wasn't there. And I could like I take full blame because I definitely know like I like got nervous, I messed
Like,
up,
no, that was a team
and
effort, brother. Like that was.
yeah, but bro, when you do a clothesline and stand there like a deer lost in headlights, bro. Yeah, it's one of those that like they had confidence in us because they had us debut against for the tag belts right off the bat, and then we were quickly out the door.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember being super excited, nervous, ready to do it. A little nervous because the styles were clashing, and like I feel like we were like before going out there, didn't really feel like we were all on the same page, and just nothing was gelling, and it was just one of them. But one of those lessons learned, and not like overcomplicate it. And as you can see in the Dreamwave match, when I found out Doc got injured, we were able to at least like not panic.
Yeah. 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 Those bad matches are a different type of fear. Like another one since you brought up the Percy Drew, got to talk about Teddy.
Talk about what?
Teddy at the
Oh, yeah.
when we killed the bear.
Oh, bro, yes, Teddy. Oh my
like,
God.
like,
Yeah,
like,
Discovery Pro Wrestling, first ever match, bro.
it
First
was. I
ever
think it
show.
was. I think it was the second.
Nope, we were match one.
It was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, we kicked off the first ever show, first ever match, Flex Appeal versus Country Air,
Yeah.
and
They
I guess I'll pull back the
We
curtain.
don't have to pull it back that much, but we could say they go to throw Teddy on us.
They
And
throw Teddy, and Doc's not a tall guy. I don't know if anyone knows that,
yeah,
but they
like I
throw
know
the
I
they
play a
throw
very
their
large
teddy bear.
man on TV, but
They throw their mascot over us to a point where I'm jumping to try to catch this guy.
yeah.
And again, no padding, just cement. We're at a
Yes.
bar, and homie's head smacks the concrete and is knocked out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, luckily Doc literally put me over and said I'm great at catching. That's why he does his dumb shit out there because these stories don't sound like it.
yeah.
But entirely not me, but been in those situations where it's oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Those, when you talk about, communication, those moments, those like really show like how good your training has been. Those emergency moments, but yeah,
And
yeah,
also like maybe walkthroughs are very important or yeah, those are just small things. But yeah, there was a lot of those scary moments where I remember not being as scared as I was pissed off at that one because I was like, why did you guys throw him so freaking far?
like once knew he was alive, it
Yeah, like it was scary, but
turned.
once we knew he was alive, I was more angry than
yeah,
anything else because I was more angry than they were about their kid
yeah,
being
yeah.
knocked out.
And that was probably the other thing is that it's like we're full of emotion and y'all are being way too calm about this.
They were like, "Yeah, he'll be fine. He's going to the hospital." We're like, "Yo, he almost died."
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, that
those
was some scary moments.
Yeah, man, those are the moments that really show what type of wrestler you are. Awesome, awesome. So, I mean, fans, I'm not sure how many of you guys would have something that scared you in the ring, but why don't you let us know down below if there was something that you saw um that scared you. Um, we've got some from Tom. One from last week. Uh, Scariest thing he's seen in the ring for him wrestling. For me, it's not really scary, but the last in your house before WrestleMania 12. Hitman and Diesel were in a steel cage, and Undertaker came out from under the ring to suck Diesel into the depths of hell. I had to finish reading that sentence. Plus, like you said, Doc, Lucha Underground does do great horror. Too many to name. Also added comments late on the past few episodes. We'll run through those later, but Yeah, when like anytime they did the pop out of the ring, suck them into hell moments, where that was always some peak WWE right there. Always enjoyed those. But yeah, fans, go ahead and leave a comment down below. We will read it out next week. But with that, guys, I think it's time to talk about what we got coming up this week. Perch. Oh no, that reminds. I'll talk about it later. But Perch, what you got coming up this week?
This weekend we'll be there at the bar this Friday
Yeah.
for We Love Wrestling. I'm excited. Lots of fun people. You guys will probably be talking about it more as well.
Yep.
I'm excited. Going to be a great way to spend Halloween at the bar in West Dallas this Friday night with good homies from all along the travels coming together for a night of professional wrestling.
Yes, sir. And, just made the Friday better. But Zach, yeah, we too will be at the bar on Friday.
Yes, sir. If you haven't seen it, as Doc's back, we're trying to step up the game and like with bigger matches, we want to try to put a little bit more effort. Dropped a nice little promo.
We shooting
Go check
movies
it
now.
out.
We shooting movies
Good.
now. You know what? I'm gonna put a link in the description of this. It's like we'll did we upload it to our YouTube? If not, we're going to, and
No,
they'll
we
put it
usually
in the
upload.
description.
I usually upload them when they're back to back, but we could upload it and then like just have it up there. Yeah, we'll get it uploaded. But yeah, Banging Matthews versus Country Air at the bar. Um, this is the fourth time we're up 2-1 that series. I don't know what we're playing to, but I don't really care.
Like
Uh,
forever, forever. That's what we're playing to. Forever. We're gonna forever be better than you guys.
Bang and Matthews have been doing their thing. The new United Glory Pro champs down at Glory Pro, current Dreamwave Tag Team Champions, current Freelance Tag Team Champions, former Black Label Pro. All over GCW, all over Purchase Twitter as one of the favorite tag teams. These guys are killing it, and I'm not gonna lie. It's like the first match. I'm like that now that we're back. It's like, this is a good one to get a test in because these guys are doing what like we said in the video. Listen, they're doing stuff that people want to do, and it's not like people that we ain't doing our thing, but it's just one of those like y'all are killing it. We're proud of you, but we want to show you we're still at that level.
Yeah. Don't forget it. And then also from me, like I said, I'm going to a haunted house this week. We were supposed to go last week, but I had to rest up for the show on Saturday. And then I also forgot to mention that I went apple picking last weekend. I hadn't been since like kindergarten. And it was cool. It's a nice little orchard. We got, we went with a small bag. We were able to get like fit like 10, 12. It feels like apples in there, different kinds of apples. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Definitely would go out. We had actually specifically gone to get some apple cider that somebody had given the producer at work that we thought was really delicious, but they were sold out. So just picked some apples. I had a couple of them so far. It's real delicious.
Yeah,
Um,
I've had to put over too. Like I did a podcast yesterday, but it'll be coming out next week, I think. Drinking at Moe's. Talked a little bit about, the journey, like how we became a tag team, stories of that, championships. Talked about Simpsons and all that. So
hell
yeah.
yeah. Uh, I'll have to check that one out, and
I
then
think it was
we'll put a link to that one too.
yeah,
Um,
it's about an hour and a half, I think we went. So it was a long
okay.
one.
All right. So yeah, we'll put a link to that next week. But with that, guys, I think it's time we start taking it home. So, Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
No, not gonna lie. Pretty excited this weekend that we got one show. But this is like the only weekend we kind of have like kind of a relaxing weekend. But after that, it starts picking up for November.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Calendar's filling up. Tell your favorite promotions. All three of us are taking bookings. I mean, I'm sure I'll say it when it's my turn, but yeah.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah,
It's all
I
good.
told you, I was filling out my calendar at work today. Like I was switching it out before I left the office. And I was like, I like to write my stuff down on my small little calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn,
Yeah.
good feeling.
Yep. Nope. I was looking at the calendar. I was looking at it today. I was like, there's a lot of blips in here. There's lots of
Yeah.
dates. Yep. Lots of blips in there. So it was good to see. Perch, any final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, continue to find pro wrestling that you enjoy. Like you said earlier, there's so much good stuff out there. Find what you like, find what you enjoy, and watch it or listen to it. And yeah, continue to celebrate pro wrestling.
Hell yeah. And for me, like I alluded to earlier, be sure to tell promotions to book us. Leave a comment down below telling us some scary moments that you've seen in the ring. Let's specify it to live since Tom was talking about in your house and Lucha Underground. Some scary moments you've seen, or if any wrestlers listen to it, let us know the scary moments you've experienced throughout your career. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Listen to all the podcasts on the Visionary Global Media Network. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.